Hi, this is Kevin Souza. Today I want to talk to you about 19 stupid beliefs that sabotage home income. Well, why do I say stupid beliefs? Well, because I had them myself and needed to overcome them. When I was working for a living, up until the day before I turned 50, I had problems believing that I could create a nice income from home to give me the freedom that many people are searching for and hope to have and dream to have. Others don't even believe they can have that kind of freedom. Some people don't even have a job. But, the first stupid belief that I had was I didn't believe that it would work and that most things are scams. Okay, that was stupid. Why? Because there are literally millions of people who are making it work. And most things are not scams. Okay, let's face the truth here. Of course there are scams in life. There always are. But you think that I would have the audacity and the gall to put myself in the public eye and transparent, because I've shared, if you've watched my videos on my blog, a lot about myself that a lot of people would never even talk about, that I would be involved with a scam? Please. Okay? The number one belief that I believe that people have that's really stupid is that they don't believe that what they could do at home to earn income would work and that most things are scams. That's just not true, folks. Okay? The second belief is, I don't have the money and I can't afford it. That's hogwash. Okay? If somebody you loved were dying and you had to raise a little bit of money to keep them alive for a lot more years, you would do whatever it takes to find the way to make that happen, even if your pockets were empty and so was your bank account. Okay? Human beings are very creative people, and with a little bit of ingenuity, they can figure it out. With the primary business that I'm running, $15 a week. What's that? About $60 a month? $15 a week, $60 a month is the minimum that it would cost to run a business from home. That's the minimum, okay? Sure, you could spend a lot more money on training and advertising and things like that, but to get started, $15 a week. Come on, somebody pushing newspapers can afford that. Somebody unemployed can afford that. So don't tell me you don't have the money and you can't afford it, okay? And there's a link in this blog post for you to be able to become happily involved at that minimum of $15 a week, $60 a month, for you to, create an income. So don't tell me you don't have the money and you can't afford it, because that's hogwash. All right? Because if your dream is worth it and your reason for even wanting a home income is worth it, you will raise the funds to do it. Okay? The third belief is, well, I can't blog because I can't write. Baloney. Okay, and let me explain why. I'm going to give you a scenario about a story about you. I was born. Duh. I got slapped. I woke up. I cried. I got changed. I ate. I was fed. I was clothed. I went to school. I learned. I fell. I made mistakes. I played. I learned lessons. I had problems that I solved. I got a job. I lost my job. I started smoking. I quit smoking. Right? This may not be you particularly, but do you follow where I'm going here? Then I started my own business from home, and I failed. Right? I watch television at night. My favorite shows are. So don't tell me that you don't have stories that you can share with people. I love to do this and that. Everybody has something they love to do, this and that, right? So don't tell me you can't blog because you can't write, because you have stories, and anybody can share those stories on a blog, because that's all a blog is. But a blog also helps you create income by telling those stories. Duh, I was born, I solved problems in life, and I eat. My favorite foods are this. I love these recipes. My favorite things to do are this. Okay? We all can do that. I'm too busy and I have no time. That's the fourth belief. That's a crock. That's nothing but an excuse. You know that? You would make the time if you believed what I said in number one. You don't believe it worked. If you believed it worked, you would make the time. You see? Because we all have 24 hours in a day, don't we? And so anybody can take a little bit of that time in addition to what they're doing now to change. Okay? Now, kind of what goes with that is that I'm too tired. I'm so tired. Okay? Well, you'll be tired the rest of your life if you don't get wicked tired for a short period of time and focus on your dream and your goal and achieve it. Then you'll have all the time in the world to sleep because you will have enough money in life to be able to do that. Okay? So don't tell me that you're too busy and you don't have the time, because we're all busy. Okay? Your goal is more important than that. Your dream. If you haven't put your dream into a goal yet, then do it. Okay? The fifth belief about earning an income from home is, well, I'm not a salesperson. Now I can't talk people into things. Who said you had to do that? When you assume, let's look at that word. How do you spell assume? A-S-S-U-M-E, right? When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. You don't have to be a salesperson to earn income from home. So let's kill that belief, all right? Number 6 out of 19 stupid beliefs that sabotage a home income is, no, none of my friends and family would be interested. Who said that they had to become involved? Okay? Well, the guy that brought me in the last deal said I have to approach all my family and friends. Well, okay. Well, if he did, then so what? Do you have to approach family and friends to be successful? No. 37 years ago, I approached all my family and friends, and guess what they said? No. Okay? But now, hey, I retired from the job market, 7 years ago? The day before I turned 50? Because I overcame those stupid beliefs and built an income from home. If I can do it, anybody can do it. All right? Without friends and family. Number 7 belief. Well, I tried that before and it didn't work and I got no help. What's that got to do with anything? It's got nothing to do with anything, okay? I tried that before and it didn't work. Please, the Wright brothers tried to fly airplanes before they invented it, and it didn't work. Do you think that stopped them? Their dream was important enough to persist. And so how do you overcome, I tried that before, it didn't work, I got no help, so I'm not going to waste my time. How do you overcome that? You try again if your dream's worth it. If your dream's not worth it, don't try again. So that's that simple. Okay? Number 8, I'm no good on computers. What does that have to do with anything? It has absolutely nothing to do with it. So, well, I'm not willing to learn is what you're saying. Right? All right, that's what I'm saying. I don't have time for that. Okay? It's amazing how people use stupid beliefs against their own dream and they sabotage it. Okay? If you're willing to learn and willing to work, it's because you have a goal and a dream that's large enough that you believe in enough to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Number 9 is amazing. You know, it's a belief, and I have a friend who is 83 years young. He does a blog post every day of his life. I don't know anybody that young, age 83, that does a blog post every day of their lives. Okay? So number 9 is, I'm too old. You're not too old. Old is 90 and above. Okay? If you're younger than 90, you're not old. If you believe you're old, that's a belief, not a fact. Understand? Unfortunately, our beliefs we believe are facts. You're not too old. If Vince, my friend, can do this at age 83, you can do it too. Number 10, stupid belief. It's too complicated. That goes back to the, if you're not willing to learn, then that means your dream is not important enough to you. All right? Which leads me to number 11, which is, I don't believe in dreams and goals. Well, la-di-da. Okay? Your very existence was a dream. Okay? The very shirt I wear on my back was a dream in somebody's head once that became a reality because they believed it. The very chair you're sitting in, the very computer you're typing on, the very video player that you're playing were all dreams in people's minds. So don't tell me you don't believe in dreams, because that really is a stupid statement. Okay? Everything that exists was a dream once that was simply turned into a goal, and people were willing to learn and willing to work hard to create it, make it happen. All right? The 12th stupid belief is that I just can't do it. I just can't do it. All right? And that's a belief. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. Either way, you're right. So choose to believe you can rather than choosing to believe you can't. All right? When you believe there might be a way, that's the portal to believing that you can. It's as simple as that. Belief is an amazing thing. It'll empower you or cripple you, and you control it. Right? Number 13, stupid beliefs. I don't know anyone. What's that got to do with anything? Most of the people that have decided to get their own blog and work their own business and from home, in my team, in my organizations, I didn't know them. So it's actually a true statement. I don't know anyone. If you don't know anyone, it's not really true because you know a lot of people, but most of the people that have become happily involved with me, I didn't know. Okay? I didn't sell them on coming in. They just simply saw my website because I learned how to put my website in front of eyeballs like you can too. So I don't know anyone is not legitimate. It's a stupid belief. All right? Here's number 14. I can't do videos. Yes, you can. You do videos every day without a camera in front of your face. Okay, then what's the camera? The big boogeyman? All right, the big monster? You can do a video. It's real simple. Just like when you talk to someone, just talk to the camera just like you're talking to a person. It's that simple. And don't argue with me because it's true. Okay? You can't argue with me because I'm not standing there in front of you. All right? Here's another stupid belief. Number 15. I know people who failed at that. So, I know people who failed at it too. What's that got to do with anything? Right? What's that got to do with you achieving your own dream and going after what you want to achieve? Who cares that people failed at that? Okay? They just simply didn't do what it took. Weren't willing to persist and stay with it. That's all. All right? The quitters in life. You know? Winners never quit. And of course, quitters never win, right? We've all heard these little silly phrases that are so true, right? Here's another one, another stupid belief. Number 16. I've been advised against doing that. Really? Isn't that amazing? You've been advised against it, huh? How many people advise you against your dream that you listen to? Okay? I blocked my ears after everybody in my family, friends, classmates, people I used to work with said, no! When I first, 37 years ago, showed them the first thing that I got happily involved with. You know what I decided to do after several of them advised me against it? I did it in spite of that. Anyway. Okay? I didn't lose my relationship with my family. My family and I still love each other. They weren't rejecting me. They were rejecting the opportunity. It took me a little while to realize that because I was still immature and didn't understand that. All right? Here's another stupid belief, number 17. Nobody makes money at those things. Oh, that cracks me up. Yes, they do. Open your eyes. Right? Nobody you know might have because they're negative. And they don't believe in things like that, working from home. All right? Anybody who doesn't believe in something isn't going to succeed at it. Case closed. Anybody who does believe in it and are willing to persist and never give up and be consistent and learn what they need to learn do succeed at it. Right? So making a statement like, nobody makes money at those things. Maybe you need to expand your circle of people. All right? Maybe the people you're hanging out with are all negative and they're keeping you down because you choose to let them. You know? Here's another one that's really stupid. You know, I know a lot of people that use their family as an excuse not to get ahead in life. And here's what they say to make it sound good. Hey, working at home is going to take what little time I have away from my family, from being with my family. Crock. Okay? A family will rally with a person who says, kids, honey, I'm going to do this thing at home so that you and I can be free for the rest of our lives when I build it big enough so that we can do anything, go on vacations, do whatever we want, and help each other out and be free in life. What do you say we rally together and make that happen? Okay, that's working as a family. That's using your family as a reason to earn income from home rather than an excuse not to. Okay? And number 19, it kind of relates back to the number 2. Can you remember number 2? I said, I don't have the money and I can't afford it. Here's another stupid belief. You have to keep spending money once you get in, which I don't have. Okay? Now that's a sad, stupid belief. Here's why. When you're making more money and making more money and making more money and you're building it and you're making an income, of course there will be additional things that you would want to spend on your business for education, for training, so you can learn more, for marketing maybe, for advertising. The more income you're making, let's say you're making an extra 10 grand a month from home, and you took maybe $1,000 of that and spent it on marketing and advertising or a training series for yourself. You still got 9 grand left. So here's why that's a stupid belief, that you have to keep spending money, which you don't have. Okay? As you're earning more income, which you don't believe that you can, that's why you made that statement, you will invest a little piece of that into your education and into marketing and advertising. All right? That's just common sense business. And so I'm going to rattle through the 19 stupid beliefs that sabotage people from earning an income at home. I don't believe it at work. Most of those things are scams. That's just untrue. Okay? And if you don't believe it at work, it won't. It won't work, it won't. It's as simple as that. I don't have the money and I can't afford it. That's right. You don't have the money, but you can find the money. Okay? $15 a week? Come on. Don't tell me that you can't afford what a newspaper kid can afford. That's just baloney. That's the minimum it costs to become happily involved with me. I can't blog because I can't write. Well, I just killed that statement. Okay? You were born and you had problems in life that you've solved, and you can talk about that. Simple, right? Right? I'm too busy. I have no time. That's baloney. We all have 24 hours a day. I'm not a salesperson. You don't need to be a salesperson to earn income from home. All right? And guess what? I'm going to tell you a secret. Yes, you are a salesperson. Because when you're talking to a family member like your wife or your children and you want to get things done, you're using sales to do that. All right? None of my friends and family would be interested. That's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Okay? It just doesn't matter. I tried that before and it didn't work and I got no help. That's also irrelevant to you accomplishing your dream and earning income from home. I'm not good on computers. So what? You're willing to learn, right? Your dream's worth it. I'm too old. No, you're not. It's too complicated. No, it isn't. I don't believe in dreams and goals. Well, look around. Dreams and goals that became into reality are all around you. I just can't do it. Well, that's a belief. All right? And you're right. You can't do it if you believe that. So how do you solve that issue? If your dream's important enough, you'll say, I can learn it. Right? I don't know anyone. That's irrelevant too. Okay? I prove that. I can't do videos. Yes, you can. You can talk to somebody. All right? Have you ever talked to anybody in life? You see how ridiculous that is? That's all doing a video is. Right? And, but I don't know the mechanics and I can't do it. So you learn it. It's as simple as that. Right? YouTube's the easiest place to do a video. Well, I know people who failed at that. So do I. What's that got to do with anything? Right? I've been advised against it. Really? And who pays your bills, them or you? Think about that. Nobody makes money at those things. That's not only a stupid belief, but that's an ignorant statement. All right? Because Clearly, I do. There you go. I just killed that one, didn't I? It takes what little time I have away from my family. That's a shame that people use their family as a reason not to get ahead in life, rather than using their family as a reason to get ahead in life. Right? There's only a small amount of time that you want to work to be able to have the freedom with your family that you'd love for the rest of your life. There's a price to enjoy for success. You have to keep spending money, which I don't have. Again, that's an ignorant statement too, because as any business grows, you take revenue from the business and invest it in your education and in marketing. And so those are 19, and there's a lot more, what I call stupid beliefs that sabotage home income. What's holding you back? Okay? There's a link on this blog post for you to become happily involved. It's $25 a month for the blog. It's $19.95 a month to have the rights to earn a profit. And it's about $15 a month for your autoresponder for building your list. And so when you add those minimums up, and that's the minimums, it's about $60 a month or $15 a week. Even a newspaper boy can afford that. So do your family a favor. Do yourself a favor. Click the link below and join me. And yes, you will get help. This is Kevin Souza, and you make it a wonderful day.